Hey y'all, it's Belle. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a book haul. A quick one, but I wanted to have a video for you. So I'll start with the book sent to me, or one in a giveaway like this first one. One that's in an Instagram giveaway. It's the third book in the William Shivering Tale series by Christian McKay Heidecker. This is Nightmares of Weirdwood. So now I don't know if there'll be more than 3, but now I have all 3. The first 2 bought myself, so I'm so excited to binge read this. And then some books from Random House Kids, or Penguin Random House. The first is the second book in the Honest June series. I bought the first one myself, and I think the third one's gonna come out soon, and that one's supposed to come. I need to double check, but I didn't have the second one, so they sent as a naked hardcover, and this just looks like an amazing series. I'm very excited. This one's called The Show Must Go On, Tina Wells. And Random House Kids also sent me an arc of Momo Arashima Steals the Sword of the Wind by Misa Sugura. And this comes out in April of next year, and I'm so excited because it's one of my most highly anticipated releases of next year. All Momo wants for her 12th birthday is a normal life, a life like everyone else's. At home, she has to take care of her absent-minded, widowed mother. At school, kids ridicule her for mixing up reality with the magical stories her mother used to tell her. But then Momo's mother falls gravely ill, and a death hag straight out of those childhood stories attacks Momo at the mall, where she's rescued by a talking fox. It turns out that Momo's mother is a banished Shinto goddess who used to protect a long-forgotten passageway to Yomi, aka the land of the dead. That passageway is now under attack, and evil spirits threaten to escape and wreak havoc across the earth. Joined by Nico the fox and Danny, her former best friend turned popular jerk, whom she never planned to speak to again, much less save the world with, Momo must embrace her, definitely not normal, identity as half human, half goddess to unlock her divine powers, save her mother's life, and force the demons back to Yomi. That sounds so incredible. So thank you so much. I'm so excited. And then also Random House Kids and Random House Graphics sent me an arc of The Moth Keeper by Kay O'Neill. This comes out in March 2023. Another highly anticipated release graphic novel. Art looks beautiful. With arcs of graphic novels, I don't know if I'm allowed, or any art that's in an arc, I don't know if I'm allowed to show since it's not finished, so I don't like to do that. But it says, being the Moth Keeper is a great honor. Anya is finally taking her place as a protector of the moon moths. The luminous creatures enable the night flower to bloom, and the night village needs the flower to thrive. Being the Moth Keeper is a great responsibility. Night after night, it is lonely in the desert, with only one lantern for light. Still, Anya is eager to prove her worth, to show her thanks to her friends in her village. But is it worth the cost? And yet something isn't right. What happens when Anya glimpses the one thing that could destroy what she's meant to protect? The one thing that could change her destiny forever. Keep your lantern held high, young Moth Keeper. Ooh, thank you so much. Penguin Random House Kids, Random House Graphic. And then a bunch from HarperCollins. Thank you so much. These 2 were supposed to come when they sent the graphic novel of Wait Till Helen Comes by Mary Downing Hahn, but for some reason they didn't, so they came later on. But The 13th Cat, and then What We Saw, her previous releases. I'm so excited. The synopsis for The 13th Cat is, will curiosity kill the cat? Zoe loves spending the summer with Aunt Alice, and her aunt's new house is the perfect place to cozy up with a good book. But she's unnerved by the overgrown forest next door, which is creepy even in the daytime and full of eerie sounds at night. Worse, there are rumors in town of a dark force in those woods, and Zoe can't deny that the wild black cats who live there seem to be watching her. When she encounters a meat-old woman who claims to be their owner, Zoe realizes there's more to the cats than meets the eye. But little does she know that the closer she comes to discovering their secret, the more danger she is in. When best friends Abby and Skylar witness a clandestine meeting between a mysterious woman and someone in a dark van, they're thrilled. Finally, a mystery just to spice up the summer. Who would these people be? Why are they acting so suspiciously? Are they spies? Criminals? The 2 girls are determined to find out, but then a local woman goes missing and is found dead in the woods. And Abby and Skylar realize that their detective work could hold the keys to solving her murder. Suddenly, sleuthing isn't so much fun anymore. As tensions rise and their friendship frays, the girls find themselves in increasing danger and must choose between keeping a secret or exposing a life-altering truth. I love spooky middle grade, so I'm so excited. And then HarperCollins Children's sent a box. So first is, and these are all out now. All the books except the arcs I showed, the 2 arcs, are out now. And all of these are out now. Hazel Hill is going to win this one by Maggie Horn. 7th grader Hazel Hill is too busy for friends. No, really. She needs to focus on winning the school-wide speech competition and beating her nemesis, the popular and smart Ella Quinn, after last year's embarrassing hyperbole mishap that cost her first place. But when Hazel discovers Ella is being harassed by golden boy Tyler Harris, she has to choose between winning and doing the right thing. No one would believe that a nice boy like Tyler would harass and intimidate a nice girl like Ella, but Hazel knows the truth, and she's determined to prove it, even if it means risking everything. And then a graphic novel, The Cool Code by Deidre Langland. This is a finished copy, so I love the art. Making friends, is there a code for that? She's always been homeschooled her whole life, but this year, in the middle of October, she's getting ready to go to school with other kids. It's fair to say she's worried about fitting in, but she has a secret weapon, coding. She can code her way out of pretty much any problem. The Cool Code is here to help. Who do you need to impress? Right? Gulp. Sounds so cute. The Real Deal by Lindsay Stoddard. This was an anticipated release video for the month it was coming out, so I won't read the synopsis again, but I'm very excited I have it now. So thank you so much. And then The Rabbit's Gift by Jessica Vitalis. Thank you so much, I'm so excited. And I had read the synopsis for this in an anticipated release video for the month this came out, so I won't read it again, but I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I wanted the US edition too. I have the UK edition, and I wanted the US edition too because it's just as stunning, and now I have it. And I've read the synopsis before, so I won't read it again. I think I read it in an anticipated release and in the book haul for the UK edition, but it's the first book in the Miraculous Sweet Makers, The Frost Fair by Natasha Hastings. And this is the US edition, and it is so pretty. We have a cat. And then lastly, also from Bob Collins, Sparrows in the Wind by Gail Carson Levine. I read this in a also anticipated release video for the month this came out, so I won't read it again, but I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Alright, next are sequels. Amazon was having a sale, buy 3 for the price of 2, and this was one of the ones included. The second in the Dreamkeeper saga, The Prince and the Blight by Catherine Butler. The publisher had sent me the first one, and I really enjoyed it. It's Christian fantasy fiction. And so when the second one had come out, and I'm glad to finally picked one up. And I think this is the third in the Porter Hill Adventure series by Mickey Leash and Kelly Nye. The Spellbound Tree. I love this series. It's so amazing. I cannot wait to jump back in. And again in the sale, I got this one on Amazon. The third in the Mars Patel series. The Extra Dimensional Reappearance of Mars Patel by Sheila Chari. And I think I had won the first 2 in a giveaway on the publisher's Instagram. But like I said, I bought this one myself, and I'm so excited. I love this series. It is so different and just amazing. I love it. And then one of my most highly anticipated, not just sequels, but releases, the 9th book in the Keeper of Lost City series, Stellar Loon by Shannon Messenger. And it's the Barnes & Noble's exclusive edition. I love it. Cannot wait to pick this up soon. And then sequels to books and series that I haven't started yet. I finally got the 5th book in the paperback edition of the Alcatraz vs. the Evil Librarian series. I have them all in hardback, and they've been re-releasing them in paperback, same illustrator, just different covers. And I think the 6th book just came out, but it was ghostwritten, or he co-wrote it, and I don't know. So that people have been waiting on for a long time. So I still have to get that one. But this is the 5th one in paperback. And this was included in the sale too. And I got the 2nd in the series that I am so excited for. Miss Mary Kate Martin's Guide to Monsters. This is The Trouble with Two-Headed Hydra by Karen Foxley. So beautiful. So excited for those. And I got the 2nd and 3rd in this series. They were also included in the sale. The Haley Mysteries I got by Haley LeBlanc. I got The Missing Jewels. And The Secret on Set. I've been getting shorter books, but when it's a mystery detective style and I like the illustrations and just the way the story sounds, I'm more likely. I got a finished copy of Hither and Nye by Ellen Potter. The author had sent me an advanced reader's copy, and I love this so much. And it's going to be, I know a sequel's coming out. I don't know if it's going to be a series or just a duology, but I'm so excited because this was amazing. I loved it. This copy is beautiful, and this was included in the sale too. This was included in the sale too. The 10-year anniversary of The Wishing Spell, the first book in the Land of Stories by Chris Colfer. This is the 10th anniversary illustrated edition. This is the series that got me into middle grade, the first book especially, so of course had to. I wish it was more illustrated, but still beautiful. This was in the sale, and this was in an anticipated release video, so I won't read the synopsis. 1, 2, 3 Scream by R.G. Jens. It's a naked hardcover. And these both were included in the sale, the first 2 books. And again, they're kind of shorter, but they just always get my attention and just the way they sound. So when I saw the sale, I was like, this is the time. The Game Master series by Matt and Rebecca Zamolo, stars of YouTube's Game Master Network. It's a summer school mansion mystery. Rebecca Zamolo is almost finished with summer school. Today she's going to present her final assignment and then she'll finally be free to have fun. But as Becca waits for her teacher to arrive, a menacing voice comes over the intercom. It's the Game Master. They've locked the doors, scared off the teachers, and made it clear that if Becca and her friends don't solve the clues that have been left behind, the kids will never escape. Becca doesn't know who is behind this, but she won't let them win. Will she and her classmates be able to work together and solve the Game Master's puzzles before time runs out? And then I found this for like $5 on Amazon. And the character is... sounds a little bit older, but it's all the reviews are like upper middle grade, and it's for all age readers, so it just sounded so intriguing. A Little Bit of Luck by Kristen Stecklin. Ivory Rodan is feared and hated, known as a monster capable of great evil, or she would be if anyone knew she was one of the few mages left. Her gift has been something she's hidden all her life, disguised as misfortune and luck. After the death of her mother, her stepfather sends Ivory's brother Jasper into a military squad in the hopes of killing off one of the 2 heirs of the Rodan fortune. Ivory decides her gift may be the only chance Jasper has to survive and follows. When Ivory's talent is discovered by Captain Jackson Mandel, the leader of the infamous Death Squad, Ivory makes a bargain. Stay with the squad until Jasper turns 19 and both of them are free to go. All they have to do is survive a year. But the Death Squad has enemies of their own, and if both Captain Jackson and Ivory want to survive, they'll have to figure out how to work together, trust each other, and do it all with just a little bit of luck. And reviews said it was really clean, and so... And this one I found for like $3 or $4 on Amazon. James Ryder in the Cave of Dreams by David S. Brooks. 12-year-old James Ryder is being hunted by people from a hidden world. Unlike most people his age, James doesn't dream at night of becoming a hero. Rather, his dreams are filled with shadowy figures and cryptic warnings about the end of the world. As these strange dreams begin to make James question if he is going crazy like his mother, a quirky girl named Raina Anwin whisks him away into an unseen world where psychics, druids, and magic are real. Just sounds so good. This was also included in the sale, and I've been wanting it forever. Birdie's Book of Spooky Wonders by Ocelot Emerson. Or maybe it wasn't in the sale. Maybe it was like marked down to $4 or something. It was either that or it was in the sale. 12-year-old Birdie Blout is great at causing trouble. When she's forced to leave behind her dad and friends in North Carolina so her mom can marry the most boring optometrist in the world, Birdie has a chance at a fresh start. North Carolina. But when Birdie arrives in Pennsylvania, it's meant to be. She doesn't just bring trouble, she brings disaster. In a moment of anger, Birdie unwittingly triggers an accident that puts her future stepbrother in a coma. Broken and desperate to make things right, Birdie prays for a miracle. Instead, the universe gives her a pair of supernatural sunglasses, a wisecracking doppelganger, and a terrifying ghost that sends Birdie on a dangerous mission to find the one thing that just might save her stepbrother's life. So intrigued by that. And The Secrets of Stone Creek by Brianna McDonald. Beautiful cover. Finley Walsh and her best friend Sophie were adventurers, like the ones they grew up reading about in 100 of the world's greatest female adventurers. That is, until Sophie found new friends. Between losing her best friend and feeling overlooked by her mother and older brother, Finley is determined to prove herself by becoming a great adventurer like ones in her book. The perfect opportunity comes when she and her brother stay with an estranged relative in Stone Creek, a remote tourist town dedicated to the legend of a local adventurer who went missing 2 decades ago. Finley knows that if she finds the missing woman, she'll not only be able to prove herself to Sophie and her family, but also be able to meet a real-life adventurer just like her. Finley convinces her brothers to join her in her rescue mission, but as they delve deeper into Stone Creek's painful past, it becomes harder to know who they can trust, including each other, as they realize some places are better left unexplored. Very intrigued by that. This is one I've been wanting for so long, and it looks perfect for winter. Hearts of Ice by Addie Rule, and I'm just so intrigued by this little guy. 2 long-lost sisters, one chance to change their destiny. For as long as she can remember, Evangeline has felt someone missing, like a best friend who moved away or an imaginary friend she's forgotten. She knows it sounds strange, but the thought has always given her comfort, the idea that there's someone waiting for her, someone who cares about her. Evangeline has been lonely her whole life. Her mother rarely lets her play outside, especially not when it's snowing. It's almost as if she wants to hide her daughter from the world. On the morning of her birthday, Evangeline wakes up to see that her window has blown open, and her room is full of snow. There's a message written on the frost-covered mirror. Help. Evangeline learns that she has a sister, a twin in fact. They were both born in another world, a land of snow and ancient magic. But now the king wants his other daughter back and will stop at nothing to lure her into the magical realm where danger lurks. The only way to stop him and save her sister is to summon powers Evangeline never knew she possessed. But will she learn to believe in herself before it's too late? I'm so excited. Anticipated release, The Amazing Series, Constance and the Battle for Wonder by Julie Lavender. Love that cover. When Constance Folsom leaves her family to go to school with the other kids in town, she has no idea that the shadowy elders of the Order are plotting against her, unleashing sinister forces to destroy her connection to the amazing supernatural realm of wonder. Just when Constance is becoming popular and successful, everything unravels at the most important event ever, the Grey Zone Carnival. Caught in a battle for wonder itself, Constance must make choices that will affect the destiny of her entire town. I want to have my own forever when I finally got it. Kept waiting for it to be in stock on Amazon. Zayo's Tales by J.A. Sommer. So beautiful. A story so real it was. What would it be like to enter the world of your storybooks? This is a question you may have dreamed about, but have you ever considered what would happen if the characters in storybooks entered your world? Zayo's Tales is not just an ordinary collection of fairy tales, as Carrie, Ella, and Lily are soon to find out. What starts as a normal afternoon read aloud with their mother spirals into a grand adventure when they unintentionally release an evil villain into the world. As their story unfolds, they will make new friends, face difficult challenges and choices, and in the end be forced to answer the biggest question of all. Can they send the enemy back to her own world? And then the rest are highly anticipated releases, but I didn't do a video in November, so you wouldn't know that. Murder at Snowfall by Flora Hitchcock. Looks perfect for the season. I have almost all of her books by now, and they just sound so up my alley. I need to read them. I have one on my December TV already, and I'll probably put this one on there too because of all the snow going on there. Open the box, says Lucas. Bet there's a body in it. Ruby doesn't want to open the abandoned gray cabinet partially hidden by fallen snow, but she does, and immediately wishes she hadn't. A grisly discovery starts a chilling chain of events. Can Ruby and Lucas stay one step ahead, or will they be thrown to the wolves? The Times is quoted by saying, Flora Hitchcock has cornered the market in hard-boiled crime novels for beginners. So excited to read her stuff. And then Midwinter Burning by Tanya Landman. When he's evacuated to Devon, Alfie can't believe his luck. The war seems a million miles away, and living with kind Auntie Belle on her farm, he's happier than he's ever been. He even makes a friend, a boy called Smidge. But Smidge's life is cloaked in mystery, somehow connected to the Midwinter Burning and the ancient cliff-top stones. Auntie Belle says that's all just a bit of fun, but then Smidge goes missing, and Alfie discovers the true horror of the legend. Can Alfie rescue his friend in time? So intrigued by that. And The Rat Queen by Pete Hotman. For Annie's 10th birthday, her papa gives her a pad of paper, some colored pencils, and the Clemens family secret. It's called the Neodima Burna, or Eater of Sins. Every time Annie does something wrong, she writes it down and sticks the paper in a hidden hole in the floor of their house. But Annie is quick to discover that her inheritance has a dark side. With each paper fed to the Burna, Anna feels less guilty about the mean things she says and does, but weird things start happening. She stops growing, and soon rats seem to be everywhere, even in her dreams. Annie confronts the secrets of the Burna, but nothing can prepare her for the truth she unearths. Very intrigued by that. That just sounds so different and amazing. And then The Red Dragon by Lynn Reed Banks. So pretty. For endless lights and darks, dragons have lived a long, long way from uprights, or humans as we know them, believing them to be deadly and cruel and untrustworthy. Into this world is born Red, the only red dragon who is always asking why. When Red is sent out into the world in search of coal, this could be his chance to finally meet an upright for himself. But can dragons and uprights ever truly understand one another? Humorous and heartwarming story for our time. Oh, it's some human hand and a dragon. I'll reach for each other. As long as the dragon's okay. Sounds amazing. And lastly, one of my very highly anticipated releases, Mountainfell by Catherine Orton. I love what I've read by her so far, Nevertell and Glassheart. So amazing, and I cannot wait to read this. I'm so looking forward to it, and it's so beautiful. Erskine is used to danger. She lives in the shadow of Mountainfell, a place of wild creatures and dangerous magic. When the most powerful and deadly creature of all, the fearsome cloud dragon, snatches Erskine's sister away, Erskine must face her greatest fear and journey into the mountain to bring her back. A terrible power is stirring, and it is up to Erskine to save both her family and home. I really want to read it soon. Yeah, editing bell. I forgot one because I had it set aside because it came so dirty. I'm just so confused. Like, it looks like it's harder to see it on camera, but it has this tag over it. So me and Amazon have to have a talk. But Camp Famous by Jennifer Bletcher. Dear Notebook, I am at sleepover camp. Not just any sleepover camp. One for the most famous kids in the world. There's an actual princess right next to me, and across the cabin is a prima ballerina and a genius scientist. At lunch, I sat next to Kai Carter. Kai Carter. I think I even gave him an idea for a new song. Can't believe this happened to me, Abigail Jane Herman. The most ordinary girl in the world. I've never even had a best friend before. What if I mess it up? What if I'm doomed? Maybe I should make a fake famous identity. Keep your fingers crossed for me, notebook. I'll write in you every day and give you all the camp news. Love, Abby. Sounds so good. Alright, y'all, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Did you see any that you want to read? Have you read any of them yet? Did you like them? Did you not? Let me know in the comments. And it'll be December tomorrow, so best time of year. Main reason being Christmas. Jesus is the reason for the season. My dad always liked to say, and he was right. And it's also my birthday month. And I'm wearing, it says on it, this is my National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation watching shirt. So it's one of my favorite movies of all time. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you'd like to subscribe, I would love that if you'd like to, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.